Hello, you guys. This is Robert Ferguson, America's Fat Loss Coach. I'm going to share some information with you with the goal of helping you. Now, for the details on what I'm about to share with you, I want you to go to our YouTube page. We have a YouTube channel. So if you're there, then just go into the description area and you will see everything that I'm talking about as far as details on how you can maximize the supplements, vitamin C and D, and zinc, which is a mineral. Okay, actually, vitamin D is a hormone, and I'll go into the details of that now. But my goal is to provide you with clarity because I'm seeing so many experts. They're going on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're on TV, and they're telling you to go and buy these vitamins, but they're not sharing with you very, very important information that is a must if you're going to be going out and purchasing these supplements. So what do you need to know? Well, when it comes to vitamin C is what they call a water-soluble vitamin, meaning if you consume more than your body can actually utilize. When you consume it, it will be excreted in your stool. So you may find that your stool's a little runny, or through your urine, and then you would want to cut back. Again, we provide the recommendations as far as how much vitamin C to take, but the key with vitamin C is to make sure you take it throughout the day. Like I would say morning time and then afternoon, evening time. Okay, you want to break it up. So that's very important to know when it comes to vitamin C. And then how much vitamin C to take, we provided in the description. Or you can also go to our newsletter at dietfreelife.com. Sign up for that because every week we provide information to keep you informed. Now, vitamin D. This is the one that's absolutely driving me crazy. Why is it driving me crazy? Well, vitamin D, number one, is a hormone. And hormones work totally different than vitamins in the body. Hormones like insulin, you've probably heard of, cortisol, and the list goes on and on. They play a huge role in our bodies, right? And we knew that in the beginning when it came to vitamin D, everyone was first looking at optimizing the regulation of calcium. And it still plays a huge role for that. But it touches on so many things, vitamin D. And when it comes to COVID or other pathogens, disease, concerns, just your overall health, you don't want to be deficient with vitamin D. And a large majority of people in North America are deficient with vitamin D. Now, the amount of vitamin D you want to take, it changes depending on the person. However, these are the things that you want to know about vitamin D. Vitamin D is fat soluble, meaning that if you want to absorb and maximize vitamin D absorption, you 100%, when you're consuming vitamin D, right, you want to 100% take in vitamin D supplements with food. And you want to make sure that there's fat as part of that meal that you're bringing in. So with Diet Free Life, we teach people how to make fat-burning meals. And you want to have fat. Now, I gave a demonstration on Facebook and on our YouTube of what a fat-burning breakfast could look like. They would have fat that would be ideal for anyone who wants to maximize their ability to absorb vitamin D. I mean, imagine you're taking vitamin D, you're doing everything that everyone's recommending, you're following the lead, but yet you're not consuming fat with your meal, or you're not taking it with the meal. Well, you're less likely to be absorbing it. Plus, because fat or vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, aka hormone, if you have a good amount of body fat, you're less likely to absorb it as well. So this gives all of us a reason to get leaner. Okay, get rid of excess body fat. Not just lose weight, but excess body fat. And that will improve your likelihood of absorbing all the many minerals and vitamins that we want to consume on a regular basis. And you're less likely to find yourself experiencing signs of toxicity by storing too much, fat-soluble vitamins inside your fat tissue. So when it comes to vitamin D, you take vitamin D with a meal and make sure it has fat, okay? When it comes to zinc, zinc is a mineral, and if you want to maximize your ability to absorb it, you just don't take zinc. One, whenever you take zinc, you want to make sure you take it as part of your meal, same as vitamin D. And you want to make sure that you're consuming what they call polyphenols. Polyphenols is what gives strawberries, bell peppers, their color. So if you're not consuming an adequate amount of polyphenols and you're taking zinc, guess what? You're less likely to absorb and get the benefits of zinc. So people are talking about the supplements. Most of the time they're falling short on what would be an adequate amount to take on a daily basis. We provided some basic guidelines in the description area, and we'll also make that available in our newsletter, which you can sign up for at dietfreelife.com. But it's so important, extremely important, that when you take zinc and when you take vitamin D, that you're taking those supplements with food. And when it's vitamin D, make sure you have a fat portion. Now, when I made breakfast the other day, I was taking my zinc with my vitamin D and my vitamin C. That's how I start my day. And I have my own multivitamin that I created that has some B vitamins in there. It has an adequate amount of vitamin D. So you can learn more about that. I provided a link if you want to learn more about our supplement. It's only $24.95. It's free shipping, and it's a great daily. And I formulated this many years ago, and I take it, my mom takes it, and I recommend it to all kind of people. Now, here's what I want you to be thinking about when it comes to like that meal. My example is it's a meal and it's balanced with carbohydrates, fats, protein. So I had eggs, that was my protein. And then I grilled up some vegetables, which had the polyphenols in it. That's gonna help with my zinc absorption. I add a little bit of cheese, which is fat, and some avocado, which is fat, healthy fats. And that's gonna help with the absorption of vitamin D. This is a balanced fat burning meal, and anyone can do this. And you can change it up. It doesn't have to be eggs. It could be tofu. It could be chicken. It could be sausage patties. But it's very important that if you want to maximize your ability to absorb, okay, vitamin D and zinc, that you do it with the meal. You take them with a meal, and you have a balanced meal, okay? The other thing I want to encourage you to do is drink water, stay hydrated all throughout the day, every day, all day. And consult with your physician, talk to your doctor, tell them what you're doing, and get on a mission to get rid of some excess body fat, because that's going to help you in the prevention of COVID, as far as these remedies that I'm recommending. And by doing these things, it's going to put you in a healthy place, or a healthier place, where you can maximize your potential of thriving if you are diagnosed with COVID-19. And at the end of the day, it's really just a matter of living your healthiest and happiest life. Okay, so hopefully this helps you. And if you have questions, you can reach out to us at dietfreelife.com. You can add your comments here. But like and share what we're doing, because my goal, personally, is to get everyone informed and to help people with the right information. When you know that African Americans, for instance, over 80% of them are deficient when it comes to vitamin D, and you see the disproportionate amount of African Americans catching COVID-19 and not living, that means they're dying. And a lot of that has to do with how their bodies are set up to thrive through it or not thrive through it. And part of the problem is that we're deficient in vitamin D. Think about how many people don't know what you now know after watching this short video. They're just taking vitamin D, just taking it every day. Like some of them aren't even eating breakfast. They're not taking it with a meal. Oftentimes there's not enough fat in the meal to make it where they can maximize their ability to absorb it. And this is not just with African Americans, it's with quite a few people. You see a significant amount of minorities and people, brown skin, Latinos, that are falling prey to the exact same lack of information and follow through. So we are here to help you. I'm Robert Ferguson. I'm thankful for your time, and I look forward to being of assistance to you. And let me know if this information was helpful, and you can do that by liking and sharing so we can get the word out for everybody, okay? God bless you, and may this year and the rest of your life be one that you're excited about, and that you're able to have quality of life and not just making it through life.